Well, my next guest bought gold and some Bitcoin for the very first time. Let's bring in Real Talk Capital CEO Rob Luna. Rob, all right, my man, gold and Bitcoin. Are you doing this from a bunker right now? This hit?
I'm getting pretty close, Charles. I mean, I'm always a very optimistic guy. I'm an America First guy, and I believe in this country, but I do not believe in Congress. I do not believe what's going on. If you look at the division in this country, it's been larger than we've ever seen before. And the type of policy that we're going to need to get back on track, you and I both know the special interests are going to prevent that from happening. You talk about the debt ceiling. People, I think, are whistling past the graveyard on that one. The continual degradation of the U.S. dollar, when I look at all my risk, Charles, by far, if we were to not be the reserve currency in the world, I can't even tell you how bad things would get. This is a hedge for me. I've never bought gold before. I really haven't earned much of Bitcoin, but I'm very, very worried about the future in the U.S. dollar right now.
So is that why you're also buying real farmland, which, by the way, prices have been skyrocketing?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been looking at farmland in different areas. I don't know that I necessarily want to talk about where I'm doing it right now, Charles, but it's for the same reason. Tangible assets. If the dollar goes bad, if things go bad, we already saw what happened with COVID. All these things that we never thought could happen in this country. I think people are starting to at least open the possibilities of these right-tail types of risks, and I think farmland is a great way to protect yourself as part of your portfolio.
All right, now, you do know that Gucci does not make any farm boots, not yet that I know of, right? You do know that.
I do, Charles.
All right, and deer, I think. I know you like deer, too. By the way, my subscriber is in it, and then I think they report next week. But again, that dovetails into this sort of narrative, right?
Yeah, same thing with that narrative, but also it's a great AI play. Kathy Woods actually has that in her portfolio, a lot more farm efficiency. They're a leader in that space as well, Charles.
So let's talk about the broader market here, spinning its wheels. On one hand, you can say it's got a lot of reserve. It's holding right there. It doesn't break out, but it doesn't break down. At some point, though, that's got to change, right? It looks like it's going to have to make a monumental move real soon.
Yeah, I agree. Look, at the end of the day, valuations are not extremely cheap right now, no matter what you look at. We looked at some of the safe stocks, consumer staples. Those are actually trading at 10-year highs. So it's not an easy market. We need some positive momentum. This debt ceiling is not helping things. It's going to be very difficult. And so like we said from the beginning of the year, definitely a stock picker market right here, not a point in time where I want to own a large basket of stocks.
All right, so you sound a little down right now. I'm not going to be able to help you with this, but there's a derogatory term. It goes back to ancient China, going to the dogs. And it kind of, maybe it doesn't fit these days, but there's a version of it, I think, playing out in San Francisco, Ocean Beach. Organizers of the Corgi Con, they're abandoning their event. They used to have there twice a year, and they're saying it's because of excessive regulations. I mean, Rob, this has got to be the final nail in the coffin of a once great city. I mean, it's a great city. It was a great state. You were a former California resident. You own a couple of sheepadoodles. I don't know what they are, but I mean, golly, if you can't put on a corgi show, it's time to pack up and leave, isn't it?
Oh, it's bad. And like you said, Charles, this might be signaling the end. Look, Californians in particular are getting robbed, both figuratively and now literally. The smartest people are leaving the state. I couldn't take it anymore. Look, the good weather only lasts so long, Charles. Highest taxes in the nation. All the money is leaving out of there. Look at commercial real estate. There's properties. There's my dogs right there, Charles. There's properties, commercial properties down 80% in 4 years. Whole Foods gone. Nordstrom's gone. California is in a lot of trouble, and the governor's sitting there on Twitter every day worried about the GOP. What they need to start worrying about is their own dumpster fire and get some extinguishers on that quick.
Somewhere the queen is rolling in her grave. Rob, thanks so much, folks. We'll be right back.